Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Notion Hub, and in this video, I'll be showing you all the best features of the Samsung Galaxy M33. By the way, I've already made a dedicated video for the tips and tricks section where I've talked about many things which I won't be covering in this video. So definitely check out that video as well, link will be in the description. With that said, the most highlighting feature about this phone would be its performance. It sports an Exynos 1280 processor with Mali G68 GPU. It's not the most powerful processor in this price segment, but for a normal user, it's definitely more than sufficient. Next, this phone also has a pretty good battery life. This phone comes with a massive 6000 mAh battery, and for a normal user, it can easily last you more than 2 days. Even if you're a heavy user, it can easily last you more than a day. Next, it's also got a pretty impressive display. It has a 6.6-inch TFT LCD display with 120Hz screen refresh rate, and it's protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Even though it's not an AMOLED display, it's still a pretty good panel. Next, we have swipe gestures. Now once you enable the swipe gestures from the navigation bar settings, you can just swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent tabs. You can swipe from the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen to go back a step. For Google Assistant, you can swipe from the bottom left corner or bottom right corner diagonally, and it will trigger Google Assistant. Finally, we can also swipe left on right on the bottom bar to quickly switch between applications.
Next we have split screen mode. To open any application in split screen mode, you need to first open that application, go to the recent apps page, click on the app icon and select open in split screen. Then that application will open in a split screen, and you can select the secondary application from your recent apps, or you can go to the home screen and select the secondary application from there. You can find this feature on all Android phones, and this is how you can use it on this phone. Next we have pop-up view, which opens an application in a floating window. Opening an app in pop-up view is similar to split screen mode. Once you open an application in a pop-up view, you can change its transparency, make it a bit transparent. You can minimize it to a floating bubble, just like Facebook chat heads, maximize it or even close it. I would recommend you not to use this feature as it is resource intensive. Next we have night mode. This is one of my favorite features on this phone. Once you enable it, most of the UI elements change color from light to dark or black. You can just turn it on from the notification toggles or schedule it to turn on and turn off automatically at a specific time. Using this mode strains your eyes less at night, saves battery, and definitely looks pretty cool because of the AMOLED display. Next we have Smart Alert. Once you enable this feature, every time you pick up your phone will vibrate if you have a missed call or a message. Next we have Easy Mute. Once you enable this feature, you can easily mute incoming calls or alarms by placing your hand on your phone or by turning your phone face down. Here's a quick preview. Next we have One-Handed mode. Now once you enable this feature and swipe from the bottom left or right corner of the screen size will shrink. Your phone will become much more usable with a single hand. Once you're in this mode, you can click the arrow button to switch the screen left side or right side, and click in an empty area to go full screen. If you don't like the gesture, you can select the second option.
You just need to double tap the home button to trigger one-handed mode. Considering the huge screen size of this phone, if you want something much more accessible, you can try out this mode.
Next we have Accidental Touch Prevention, which is just a fancy name from Samsung for pocket mode. Once you enable this feature, it will prevent accidental touches in closed spaces like pockets and bags. Next we have Lift to Wake. Now this feature is self-explanatory. Once you enable this feature, you can simply lift your phone to wake it up. This can be quite useful if you are using face unlock feature. You just need to raise your phone, it'll see your face and then unlock your phone. Next we have Double Tap to Wake. Once again, even this feature is self-explanatory. You can double tap the screen to wake it up. So once you enable this feature, just lock your phone and double tap the screen. It wakes up the screen, and if you're using face unlock, once again it sees your face and unlocks the phone immediately. Next we have Smart Stay. Once you enable this feature, your phone's display will stay on as long as you're using it. This is a really useful feature for people who read a lot on your phone. Let's say you're reading an article or a book on your phone, then the display won't turn off at screen timeout. Next we have Smart Capture. Now this is a very common feature found on many other phones, but this feature is only available on the high-end phones on Samsung. Now once you enable this feature, every time you take a screenshot, you get additional options to take a longer screenshot or edit a screenshot before saving it. Just in case if you can't find this feature on your phone, make sure you have Smart Capture option in additional settings. Next we have digital well-being. Now this is actually a feature from Google, so it should be on all the Android phones. Now this feature will record all your activity on your phone, like how long you're using your phone, which apps you're using a lot, and how many times you have opened a particular application. So this feature gives you all that information, and you can see which apps you open frequently and which apps you're addicted to. You can also restrict app usage by using this feature. Next we have wind down. Now this feature is built into the digital well-being application, but it has its own unique features. Now this feature wind down will help you sleep quickly at night. You can turn it on manually or schedule it to automatically turn on at a specific time. Once you set it up and it's turned on, it changes the screen to grayscale, that's black and white, and blocks notification. It can also turn on do not disturb mode, so you won't be disturbed with annoying notifications. Next we have flash notifications. Once you enable this feature, every time you get a notification or a call, flashlight blinks to give you a visual indication. It's good when you need it, but it can be quite annoying. Next we have auto call recording. Now this feature allows you to record calls automatically on your phone, whether you get a call or make a call. You can enable this feature from the phone dialer settings. Now going on next, we have the option to change the font on this phone. Usually most Android phones don't give you this option, but on this phone, you can change the font. By default, you get 3 different fonts, and if you're not happy with them, you can download more from the Samsung store. Next we have easy mode. Now if this phone is going to be used by some elderly people, then you can enable easy mode for them. Now once you enable this feature, everything on your phone will be enlarged. All the app icons on the home screen and app drawer increase in size. Even the text size gets scaled up to make it more visible for elderly people. Next we have Game Launcher. Now once you enable this feature, it will create a folder called Game Launcher on your home screen, and you can keep all your games in that folder. Now from this interface you can change your performance mode. You can set it to balanced, power saver, or even high performance. So once you set up your power profile, every time you open a game, your phone will automatically switch to that power profile. Besides that, we also get the option to mute sound for all games at once. Now that's not all. Once you open any game that's listed in the game launcher, you'll see extra buttons on the navigation bar. One button at the top to lock the screen and another button at the bottom for extra options. Once you click it, you get additional options for do not disturb mode, blocking calls, taking a screenshot, recording video, and a lot more crazy stuff like that. Now going on next, we have swipe to call or send message. Once you enable this feature in the default phone dialer application, you can simply swipe left or right on a contact or a call log to make a call or send a message. It's not a great feature, but a very nice shortcut that's available only on the Samsung phones. Next we have Dual Messenger, which is like dual apps for Samsung. Using this feature, you can have 2 Snapchat accounts, 2 Facebook accounts, or even 2 WhatsApp accounts on the same phone. Now this features might seem awesome, but it only works with few applications. Like if you want to use 2 Paytm accounts on the same phone, you can't do it using this feature. With that said, if you really want to do it, like if you want 2 Paytm accounts on the same Samsung phone, you can try using Secure Folder feature. In your default phone dialer, we have a feature called Caller ID and Spam Protection, and it just does what it says. Every time you get a call from any unknown number, it tries to trace it, give you a name, and will try to intimate you if it is a spam call. I'll definitely recommend you to use this feature. Now going on next, this phone even comes with Samsung themes, or just the themes. You literally have hundreds of themes to choose from, both free and paid, and you can completely change the look and feel of your phone. Starting from wallpapers to UI elements to app icons, it literally changes everything. Now going on next, we have maximum power saving mode. On previous Samsung phones, it was called as ultra power saving mode, and once you enable this feature, it will decrease the screen brightness, set speed limiter, restrict background network usage, limit the number of apps that you can use, and apply a dark theme. On the whole, it does all these things to improve the standby time of your phone. Now even in this mode, you can still use Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and mobile data, and use some regular applications like YouTube, Facebook, and even use the camera application. If you're on a very long journey, just enable this mode and you can have great battery life. Now going on next, we can also increase the touch sensitivity of the display. Now most of the time, if you add a screen guard or a tempered glass to your display, touch sensitivity might go down. In that case, you can use this feature. Next we have Kids mode. You can access it from the notification toggles. Now the first time you try to open it, it might try to download a brand new application, but once everything is set and done, this is the user interface that you get. Using parental controls, you can set daily playtime, you can also check out the daily usage of your kid, you can check out their complete activity, you can restrict the number of apps that they can use, contacts they can see, and music they can listen to. It completely transforms your phone into a brand new phone, which is safe for your kid to use.
Next, we have a new lock screen service. This is just a service or a feature that will automatically change your lock screen wallpaper. If you like the concept, you can keep it and have a different lock screen wallpaper every time, or else you can disable it to completely turn off the feature.
Now going on next, we can also reduce animations on this phone. Now for some reason, if you want to reduce animations and thereby reducing the CPU load, then you can do it on this phone by just disabling this toggle. Even if you reduce animations, there are still some animations going on, and for some reason if you want to completely remove animations, you can do it from the accessibility settings. Personally, I'll stick with animations even at a cost of performance and battery life. Now going on next, we can also disable fast charging. Now this phone, as you might have already known, comes with fast charging, supports fast charging, and comes with a fast charger inside the box. But for some reason, maybe for a prank or something else, if you want to disable fast charging, you can do it from the battery settings. Now going on next, this phone also has Widevine L1 support. That means you can stream high definition videos from Netflix and Amazon Prime on this phone. This is kind of a big deal if you watch a lot of video content on your phone. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and definitely check out my video on the tips and tricks section where I'll be talking about many things which I didn't cover in this video. By the way guys, if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. And if you want us to make any specific video or if you have any questions, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.